As I'm sure most of you know, and if you don't, then you're probably not subscribed, or you just don't really know who I am as a YouTuber. I really like using unique strategies, but I normally only do those during the regular season. I've been playing this team in ranked, and it hasn't really been working. But you know that's a different story. I recorded a couple matches with this team. First of all, the fact that my poison gas didn't hit Nova Drake, like, significantly altered the outcome of this battle, and I believe that it would have been a very different match if poison gas had poisoned Nova Drake. But you know, RNG is never in my favor, so what can I say? The reason I'm showing this battle is because this guy just had a crazy amount of fully bonded monsters. Like, half his team, I swear, was blue name, which is insane because it takes so much time, so many tickets to fully bond a monster. I only have 3: Aura Dragon, Missile Torment, and Nova Drake. And this guy had like a lot, which is totally crazy. But anyway, as I was saying, I've been using this kind of wacky team in ranked, and it's been working semi, sort of, not really well. But I had some good matches with it. But you know, at the end of the day, I've decided I'm just gonna go back to Crystal Worms. They work way better than this does, and honestly, like, I can just wait until the next season starts and see if I can make this team, you know, work better. Really, the biggest problem is the fact that Abyssraider is too fast. Like, I need, the whole thing is like, Nereida at the start uses Vile Rage on Abyssraider, and then he does an attack boosted Detox Blast. But since Abyssraider's speed, I think, is 84, and Nereida's is like 72, so even with +9, she rarely ever gets a turn before Abyssraider. So the seconds just like never work out, which is kind of sad. But that's why I have Capybara Dragon there, so he can like knock back random whoever's about to get a turn before Abyssraider. But then that, of course, gets shut down if the enemy has Skeleviathan, which a lot of people have. Here, every monster on the field. Did you see that? Every monster was fully bonded. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then he's got a fully awakened Tirafina next in line, also fully bonded. It's crazy. But yeah, so the seconds in this front line never work out perfectly, which is probably the reason I lose. Also, I get shut down by a lot of stealth, and there's still a lot of people running Abyss Soldier Poseidon front lines. I get shut down by just monsters with high defense, because even with Vile Rage, Abyssraider's Detox Blast doesn't always kill. And also just bringing in 4 monsters at a time is kind of risky a lot of the time. But I've been having fun with this. Also, hold on, right there. She got 2 Death Revenges, and she still didn't die. The first one brings it down to hold ground, the second one kills her, right? But that's not how it worked. What the heck, Tirafina? It must be because of Overwatch, I guess. But here, this next battle is a good example of the team sort of doing what it should. So you see there, Abyssraider gets a turn first by 1 second, which is not ideal at all. But I can skip, I can Vile Rage, and then I can knock back Dolphoon, who would be getting the next turn. And then I Detox Blast and bring in a Wilhelmina and a Sobeking, which, you know, is obviously something I would want to do in a more controlled manner if I knew they were coming up. But that's just the nature of this team. It's a gamble, you know. Luckily with XYZ's stun, Lyra is not able to get off her Mermaid's Hex because I can kill her before that. But he does kill my Missile Torment. And things aren't looking great, but they're also not looking horrible. Here, I actually could have killed Tricranium because of the new update. Swallow now ignores revenge effects, which is awesome. But, you know, it didn't matter. At the end, I take out Wilhelmina with that poison entrance and decide to... Who did I Retribution? Maybe I didn't. Oh, yeah, I didn't. I decided to cannibalize XYZ just because he was at such high seconds. And I was like, oh, Dolphin Bond is a defense buff. There's no way Tricranium's Hellfire Mortar kills Dolphin. But then it did. That's why I did the cannibalize instead of a retribution. But, of course, as I said, we can't always get what we want. He gives turn to Dolphin and kills my Dolphinix, unfortunately, and then Poison Burst kills Dolphreeze. But now he's trying to Earth Hellfire Mortar into my fire team, and I'm not super worried about that. A problem here is the fact that I see he has poison coming up next in line, which is a little scary since two of my good monsters have hold ground. But I decided to dual Slayer Bane since I saw that stunning entrance next in line, and since Crimseus is stun immune, I knew I could just skip and then give turn to whoever I needed. And I go ahead and Purify because I didn't want Crimseus to give turn to either his poison monsters and do some shenanigans like he does, but it just would have been worse if they were poisoned, obviously. Take out the Tridracon. Venedrake can only do so much. Clearly you can see this one's just about wrapped up. But as I was saying, another problem with this team is, the front line doesn't always work, but the end game is also not very good because I really wanted to do Link Fire and I really wanted to use Pidiegon, but I don't have, the staple fire endgame monsters. You need Magmarinus, you need Infernicorn. I don't have those guys, and they are, essential to having a strong fire endgame. So it's kind of unfortunate that I'm trying to make this work when I don't necessarily have what I need to make it work. But it's okay. I probably will not be using this team for the rest of Ranked. No big deal. There, unfortunately, Pandornorka completely shuts this team down because he's fast enough to get a turn before either Nereida or Abyssraider, and he has Camouflage, and he has Raw Toxic Killer. So no matter what, he can shut down my front line. Which, of course, he does. Now, he's got to worry about this Missile Torment. I, was worried there because Garden Fairy Violet totally could have ended Missile Torment's life right there. Garden Fairy Violet's very, very dangerous for Missile Torment. There, he didn't even get a chance to survive. Here I'm thinking about some of the things I can do. I think Wraith Host is far enough down on health that he won't be able to kill any of my Dolphins or XYZ, which is good. I see his Tortigeist next in line, and he decides to just backbite his Poloboss, which is fine because that means I can Retribution his Pandornorka, which is great, but then Garden Fairy Violet kills my Dolphins, which is not great. And now he's got this Catmander and Sobaking charging their stuff up, and the majority of my monsters are on very high seconds, and my one control monster in Dolphinix can't do his thing because he has a Tortigeist. So I am not in a good position right now. Also, Catmander has stealth, which means I can't time strike double him. I decided to just kill Garden Fairy Violet. Maybe Capybara Dragon will get a turn again and, be able to do some dual Slayer Bane kind of thing. But I really need to get the stealth off Catmander, so I do it there. Overwatch on Utopion makes things even harder, and the fact that Sobaking is a water monster with piercing moves going into my fire team is really not good. Catmander decides to give me a Catmander. The Lava Entrance gives Utopion a turn, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't give turn, right? Yeah, to Sobaking, who now has Bloodthirst Charge, which he uses to kill Ahuizard. Now, I'm scared here. I'm thinking, okay, there's no way I can win this, right? Because he's got so much control. The fact that he's got a Protector with Possession Revenge, the fact that he has 2 Stun Absorbers, and I don't really have any stun. So I just give him another Catmander because there really wasn't anything I can do. Sacrifice load on Astrogolem. Catmander is trying to get past all my Rockoids. I kill the Sobaking finally, and Catmander dies to the Dolphoon entrance, but he just brings in another Catmander, which was the one I gave him from my Catmander that I got from his Mirror Revenge, that he took from his Mirror Revenge. Anyway, Kaiser here. Pretty sure he goes for the poison. No, he didn't. I was worried he would go for the Poison Eater. I went for the Link Bloodbite on Penguinator because I know as soon as he gets a turn, it's over. And here, I was so sad because, of course, he had 28 seconds. If he had 29, I might have had a chance, I don't know, because you can see Taylor and I had Survivor charged, but he gets his Slayer Man all off, and I lost. This was a fun team. I wasn't expecting it to take me far in ranked, but I was just messing around. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.